Alright guys, I thought I'd do a video on the Druid and the overpower ability with Pulverize. This is a mid-game build. This is after you get past your capstone, so you can start doing World Tier 3. Um, the main thing here, you got to get this sensation with Fury before you should really try this, but you don't have to. But this really helps out. It puts you in Werebear form. It's a natural, true form, and so you're always going to be a bear. And by doing that, it gives you more survivability. This particular, that's the only um, uh, sacred, unique chest armor piece that I have. None of these others are sacreds. They're just, well, this here you're going to get after you kill Lilith, but that's it. So this isn't an in-game build. There are a better headpiece you can get. There's a better leg piece or arm, yeah, legs that you can get. But this is a mid-level build. As far as the spirit boons that I've been using, this is the extra spirit, the crit chance, and the crit damage, and I'm using the energize so I can get more spirit, because spirit is uh, the limiting factor in this build. But you can do things to increase your spirit generation, um, and that's in your paragon boards, which you're going to get to when you get to level 50. And another thing about this paragon board, you really want to get this glyph exploit. It's the additional bonus is any enemy that you damage becomes vulnerable. This is critical because they all take more damage when they're vulnerable, and it works on whenever you hit an enemy. Another one, this board here is pretty important as well, because this board is what gives you more spirit. Or it's a spirit on kill, it's a spirit, uh, max spirit, max spirit, spirit on kill, spirit. You need spirit. Um, this is another thing. The other one that you should get is this. And then you can work up towards getting your core skill damage, your pulverized damage, and your basic skill damage up. Now I'm going to continue going along this, and I'm going to get this as well. And then I'm going to use a glyph socket, which I haven't determined yet exactly which one I want to use, but I'm pretty sure I've got a good idea. But I'll go into that later on. But I wanted to show you a little bit about how the build works and the actual gameplay of it. And you'll see streamers out there that, are just doing these ungodly, never run out of spirit, blah, blah, this, always in bear form, blah, or always uh, in uh, where this grizzly rage, always in this shape. It's you can do it, but it's going to be down some of the time. But this build is going to be effective, and is not going to have to rely on always having grizzly rage up. So some of the skills that I use really help out in that respect. Specifically, I like to use trample because what I'm doing with trample is it's giving me 20 spirit whenever I use it, and it's up a lot. It's only got a 13.2 cooldown, so it's going to be up a lot. And I use an aspect to where whenever you use trample, you actually get a landslide. Um, by using this aspect right here, trample now summons 6 landslide pillars for 75 damage, and you'll see how it works, and I'm going to show you in this video actual gameplay. That's not, you don't have to use this, but I like to use it because it helps out with spirit. Uh, this is pretty important here. Pulverize is the way to create a shock wave that travels forward, and basically what that does is this. It allows you to do damage from far away. Um, let's see. This is important, so you'll get a barrier whenever you do damage to an elite. That's pretty important because survivability is key. This is we already talked about. Earth skills deal more damage to crowd-controlled enemies. Well, um, this is important because you're using damage from Earth skills slows enemies by 25%, and that makes them crowd control whenever you slow them. So that's important. That's important. These work in conjunction with each other. Now this makes pulverize an Earth skill. Um, so it goes back to with this imprinted aspect to where Earth skills slow enemies, so it gives them CC as well. Um, the other thing is this is pretty good ring because the core skill hits for 5 or more enemies. It gives you back resources, so that's spirit. And then pulverize creates a shockwave that travels forward. Now it probably should be on my two-hander, but I do enough damage as it is. So that's pretty much the build. Um, Now let me just show you some gameplay. I need to do this dungeon for my necromancer, so what the hell? We're here, right? And how I start this off is using that trample. And that's gonna do some damage to the mobs, as well as give me spirit back. So that's important. And then you're just basically using pulverized light. And you can see down there on the bottom left on that green bubble, my spirit's 100%. So you basically you the way you play it is you do your trample first to run in there. You don't have to do that though. It's not necessary. It's just helpful. You do your trample first. Kill these things, and then you need to put up your earthen bulwark because that gives you a barrier. Remember, you have that other aspect, or whenever you have a barrier, it helps out quite a bit with your survivability. Um, and then I use the military roar. Now, with this skill, it obviously it reduces damage from nearby enemies, but it also heals you for every second of its duration. So, and fortifies you. So, I'll trample in, and then hit R2 for the bulwark, and then L2 for the debilitating roar, and then just start spamming overpower, and that's it. And by then, you're going on to the next pack. Now let me just show you how this works. Now you will be using your basic skill for spirit regeneration, and I use Earth Spike. And Earth Spike is good because it's got a 10% chance to stun, and 10% chance to stun again. Now I don't even use this third thing. I don't even bother with it because I'm just using it to get spirit when I'm low on spirit. So It stuns them. You know, it gives me some spirit back, and it just makes life easier. I mean, it's the better. Oh shit, the butcher! You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not ready yet.
Well, let me try to kill this bitch. I didn't want to fuck with the butcher. I'm gonna go Werebear, fuck it.
I'm not ready yet. I need more spirit. I need more time. I do not have enough spirit.
No, the butcher is just a big bitch. It's a pain in the ass.
I need more time.
But he'll die.
I must wait a moment.
Cannot kill the bear, man. So, you know, the butcher, always coming at the most inopportune time. So anyway, that's how you kill the butcher. That's how you stay alive, and it's just a really powerful build. So I guess that's a good place to stop. It shows you the viability of the build. It shows you that you're not really having too many issues with spirit and spirit generation. And it's really a fun build. You got to stay on top of it. You know, you got to be aware of what's going on. But you'll have a lot of fun with it. I hope you enjoy. And I'll see you on the next one.